steady on top of that mountain.
Another test subject. I got careless. Should replace my hammer.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why am I not a criminal in your example?
I will end you. Roasted fried. This is trouble. Hurry up. Well done.
Nowhere to hide.
Who's this? Darcy.
Come on, we can do it!
Roasted fried. You need to hurry up. Unfortunate for this. Stay right there. Let's end this quickly.
Let's dance! show begins! It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Seems like there's more to being a nun in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Don't blink! Lupica! My Lupica!
I'll protect us! Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves sketching. He'll hang around anywhere. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Sketches everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first. Let's dance!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my sketch. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with sketching hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my sketch, it may give you a clue.
Wow, look at the detail! But
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis. We found your man. I'm headed back.
what? Don't you have any questions for him? What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to think. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that...
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from... Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think... forgive me. This must be confusing. What?
Whoa. You want us...
You're right. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem I research.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out...
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I'm...
shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure you... Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a...
Ready, steady, go! Let the show be... Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it...
I don't know. But I feel the importance of using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even Still,
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting?
well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit,
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is... Firstly, do you have any extra organs? Fascinating. And this floating child is...
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting... Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder... But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause the waterfalls... No, that
Hey! How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, it seems that only... Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just naturally, if you require a greater challenge.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself. Great work. Did you... If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the... Now that we know that the external flow is
Internal flow? How do
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create... If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may...
Sounds kinda
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness.
And in the abnormal...
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if... Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason... Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test, it's a type of ore known as star silver. But unfortunately, I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the...
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but let's keep our eyes open.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. this is my campsite. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may—
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the—
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship. Can follow—
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life form. And that's—
yeah.
After all, if it turns—
Speaking of—
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, but if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be sick and still—
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, in conclusion— Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. The good people are this— When you're— But for example, a human can't— To sum up, Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it.
Not bad.
Is he trying?
If you're in—
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to— Well, there may— Take to that, but world— So, I think answering this question calls for the same methodology. No. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That would—
What's with—
I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. Anyway,
Cookie?
not only—
That does sound yummy, though.
I'll leave you to it. If there's—
How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the will—
That was fast.
Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's—